Hello children, welcome back to yet another session of the Triveni Public School Virtual Online Learning Classroom. I am Aysha here with you in Grade 5 Social Studies class Chapter 1 Latitudes and Longitudes Part 2. In our last class, we have discussed about the structure of the globe, locating places on the globe and the northern as well as the southern hemispheres on the globe. In this class, we will be studying about the latitudes in detail. Just like a letter is able to reach your house to your address, a specific place on the map or on the globe can be located with the help of geographic coordinate system. The geographic coordinates of a place consist of a degrees of latitude as well as longitudes. Here in the diagram you can find the latitudes running parallel to each other. What are they? These are nothing but the imaginary horizontal lines that run east to west across the globe. These imaginary lines are drawn parallel to the equator towards the north as well as the south directions. So, they are measured from 0 degree to 90 degree in both the hemispheres. And this 0 degree longitude is nothing but the equator. This is the longest latitude located on the globe. Let us go deeply into the studying of the latitudes. Here are the characteristics mentioned of the latitudes or the parallels. What are these important features of the parallels? When you see the picture in the slide, you can see latitudes are complete circles except the north as well as the south pole. This north pole as well as the south pole are just the points. Why are they just a point? The length of the latitudes decreases as they move away from the equator towards the poles. They get smaller and smaller and smaller in size till they reach the pole, and when they reach the pole, they reduce just to a point. So, this point is called the North Pole as well as the South Pole. Here in our next slide, we can see the latitudes are located at an equal distance from one another. They do not intersect, means they do not cut, neither they touch one another. The length of the parallels keeps decreasing as we move away from the equator towards the poles. Other than the characteristics or the features of the latitudes, even numbering of the latitudes as well as, or we can say the measuring of the latitudes is also very important to know. What are the numbering or the measuring of the latitudes? These measuring of the latitudes are nothing but they are given or they are divided into certain degrees. From 0 degree. So, this 0 degree is nothing but the equator which we knew. The measuring of latitude start from the equator which represents the 0 degree latitude. North Pole is marked as 90 degree north and South Pole is marked as 90 degrees south. Other than these, the parallels which are marked or which run above as well as below the equator are marked accordingly from 0 to 90 degree. How? From 0, each one line measures 1 degree. So altogether above and below the equator there are 90 degree plus 90 degree each is equal to 180 degree. So if it is above the equator, it is termed as 1 degree north or 8 degree north or 20 degree north. When we go below the equator, it may be 66 degrees south or 68 degree or 38 degree, 37 degree south. Next, the parallels that are to the north of the equator are marked N and to the south of the equator are marked S. When you see here, the parallels that are to the north of the equator are marked as N and to the south of the equator are marked as S. Distance between each parallel is 1 degree. There are around 90 latitudes in the northern hemisphere and 90 latitudes in the southern hemisphere. Altogether, there are 181 degree latitudes including the equator. So, even the 0 degree equator is also included. It is not excluded on the whole. So, here ends our characteristics, features as well as the measurement of the latitudes. Now let us know about the important parallels or latitudes which we need to know and which we need to understand. You can see the diagram. You have students, you have to practice this diagram in either your classwork or in your worksheet. So this is very important for your assessments, any of your assessments, and also for your future references in your higher classes also. So these are the important parallels or latitudes. So one you can see to the north. To the north you can see the 90 degree North Pole, and to the south is 90 degree South Pole. The globe is divided into two equal halves by 0 degree equator. Then to the north, another one important latitude is the Tropic of Cancer, which is marked at 23.5 degree north latitude, and to the Tropic of Cancer, above the Tropic of Cancer is the Arctic Circle, which is marked at 66.5 degree north latitude. When you pass on below the equator, at 23.5 degrees south is the Tropic of Capricorn, and at 66.5 degrees south is the Antarctic Circle. So these are the 5 important parallels or latitudes which you have to keep in mind. Here ends our latitudes. In our next class, we will be studying about the meridians or longitudes, its characteristic features as well as the differences between the parallels and meridians. Until then, whatever the assignment is posted along with this video, it is mandatory for you to solve them and file them in your files. Later on, whenever necessary, we will be asking you to submit them. And based on these assignments, we will be marking your assessment also initially. So be careful, be prompt, be regular in attempting your assignments. Until then, be home, be safe. Thank you.